You're watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Derek Martinez. The primary election polls are open today in Pennsylvania. The Pennsylvania primary is held on the fourth Tuesday in April during a presidential election year. Voters can choose which candidate and their party they want to move on to the general election in November. Republican candidate Donald Trump and Democrat candidate Joe Biden are on the top of their respective presidential ballots, while Republican Dave McCormick and Democrat Bob Casey are the only candidates on the ballot in their respective parties for the U.S. Senate. Several races for state Senate, Attorney General, and Congress will also be featured on the ballot. The ballot also includes a question about forming a government study commission. If the commission is formed, it will study the county's government structure and possibly suggest changes. Any potential changes would need to be approved by county voters in a subsequent ballot referendum. The polls will be open until 8 p.m. tonight. The Hazleton City Police Department conducted a joint enforcement operation on Saturday in collaboration with Pennsylvania State Police. Operation Trigger Lock was a 12-hour detail that resulted in a variety of arrests and citations. During the operation, troopers and officers say they issued 115 traffic citations and 64 traffic warnings. Officers say they made 6 Act 64 arrests and 10 DUI arrests and seized 6 grams of fentanyl, 5 grams of crack cocaine, and 3 grams of wax marijuana, among other drugs. 4 arrest warrants were also served and 2 illegally owned firearms were seized. Officials say the operation served to demonstrate the strength of the unified law enforcement efforts in Hazleton in the face of recent violent activity. A man is wanted by the Carbon County Sheriff's Office. Nicholas Rada is wanted on criminal trespass charges. He is known to have ties to New Jersey. Anyone with information regarding Rada's whereabouts is asked to contact the Carbon County Sheriff's Office at 570-325-2821. The Pennsylvania State Senate has approved legislation that would enhance criminal penalties for false threat reports at educational institutions. Under Senate Bill 975, knowingly reporting a false threat to a school or higher education institution would become a felony offense, resulting in a prison sentence of up to 7 years and a fine of up to $15,000. The bill now moves to the House of Representatives for consideration. Coming up on WYLN News, the Hazleton City Police Department is giving away prom dresses to students in need. Plus, MMI students participate in the Pennsylvania FBLA State Leadership Conference in Hershey. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Melania. Tomorrow is gonna be raining.
Weather Kids is brought to you by Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. Your health deserves a partner.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today. SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600. There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 for more information. WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
Welcome back to WYLN News. The Hazleton City Police Department is looking to give away a variety of prom dresses and accessories to students in need. The drive is open to anyone in need of a prom dress, no matter where they go to school, where they live, or what grade they are in. All of the dresses were donated to the department through the prom dress drive. To schedule an appointment to select a dress, you can contact Public Information Officer Jessica Sirkin at 570-459-4940, extension 216. Starting in the first week of May, officers say the unclaimed dresses will be moved into storage until the beginning of next year's prom season. Students from MMI Preparatory School traveled to Hershey earlier this month to participate in the PA Future Business Leaders of America State Leadership Conference. During the event, several of the students received recognition for their work and placed in the various competitions. Robert Orban III and Nathaniel Leidlinger placed 4th in Network Design. Kaylee Hersheim placed 4th in Public Speaking. Kian Paknazad placed 5th in Electron Career Portfolio. Kendall Roscoe placed 7th in Help Desk. Diane Arias Tejada placed 9th in Job Interviews. And Diane Kim placed 10th in Sales Preparations. Kaylee Hersheim, Robert Orban III, and Nathaniel Leidlinger also qualified for the FBLA National Leadership Conference to be held in Orlando, Florida from June 29th to July 2nd. Nearly 5,000 students from 500 different schools were in attendance at the conference. During the event, MMI student Hayden Schwab was also elected to serve as the PA FBLA 2024-2025 state president for the Pennsylvania chapter. Schwab is the first MMI student to ever hold the position and will spend the next year leading a team of 9 state officers to advance the PA FBLA. A survey conducted by the Department of Veterans Affairs has revealed that veteran trust in the Wilkes-Barre VA Medical Center has risen by 6% since 2018. In a press release, officials say trust in the organization has increased from 88% to 94% in the last 6 years. Reports also show that nationwide trust in VA outpatient care has increased from 86% in 2018 to 92% in 2024. The findings are based on a survey of veteran patients who received VA healthcare in the past 3 months. To learn more about VA healthcare, you can visit their website at va.gov. Coming up on Mountaintop's News Choice, Trooper Anthony Petrosky tells us about catalytic converters on Trooper Talk Tuesday. Plus, Chris Fulmer leads us down the path through history with Summit Hill Part 3. And stay right here on WYLN. We'll be right back.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Tune in and see all the unique places to stay and things to do in the Pocono Mountains. Watch PTN on WYLN.
This week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, tune in. I want you to watch and see what my technique package is like as a chiropractor and how it might be better or different at least if you're not satisfied with your chiropractor. So tune in.
Are you looking for a trustworthy publishing company to publish your book? One that understands the process and upholds Christian values in its business practices?
Introducing Covenant Books, an author-friendly publisher who shares your beliefs and wants to publish your story. Call us today to get a free author packet to help get you started.
We realize your book is unique, personal, and written with a higher purpose. That's the content we're looking for.
We provide authors freedom and flexibility throughout the publishing process with professional book editing, award-winning design, and some of the highest royalty structures in the industry.
Covenant distributes and sells your book online and in bookstores everywhere. We convert your book in ebook format and sell it on Amazon, Apple iTunes, and to these distributors. Our authors love us.
So if you've written a biography, a devotional, a memoir, self-help, or any genre, we can help. Be like these authors and get your book published and sold today.
Call right now for your free writer's guide.
1-800-215-3680.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Like and follow WYLN News on Facebook for the WYLN News Midday Update, posted daily between noon and 2 p.m. Powered by Lehigh Valley Health Network. When it's serious, there's only one health network with seriously innovative health institutes. Lehigh Valley Health Network, your health deserves a partner.
At the turn of the 20th century, trolley service linked many communities throughout the nation. Trolleys first reached Summit Hill in early 1897. Within 10 years, the town would be linked to as far away as Pottsville by a mass regional trolley service. The heyday of the trolley, however, would only last a few decades before service in Summit Hill was discontinued around 1930. The rails would still reach Summit Hill, though, via the Lehigh New England Railroad. Utilizing a former switchback railway right-of-way, the line crossed over what today is Pennsylvania Route 902 about 3/4 of the way up the mountain from Lansford. Service ended in 1951, and the tracks were removed shortly thereafter. For those wishing to travel throughout Carbon County by foot or wagon, Hell's Kitchen Road ran from Summit Hill to Nesquehoning. It was along this road that Joseph F. Zahner, a prominent strip mining operator in the area, would often personally carry the payroll for his workers to company offices. Zahner, fearful of robbers in the road, frequently made his journey on different days to throw off any would-be attackers. He chose September 7, 1911 to make a delivery of a $4,000 payroll. His driver was Samuel Watkins of Philadelphia, who was visiting his brother, Zahner's regular driver, in Summit Hill and was interested in seeing mining operations in action. The two men set off early afternoon with the payroll. Several hours later, though, they had not returned, and Zahner's family began to get worried. Their worst fears would soon indeed be confirmed, as passing motorists would discover the men near an area known as the Black Rocks, shot dead in the saddle of their wagon, Watkins' hands still clutching the reins. Strangely, though, the payroll box remained untouched. Hinting the attackers may have been scared off before they could steal the money. A massive manhunt went out throughout Carbon County, and later that day, two men would be arrested at the train station in Perryville, where they had been frantically trying to get the first available train tickets to New York City. They would be charged with Zahner's and Watkins' murders, but would be acquitted in April 1912 due to lack of evidence, and both men died in the mine soon after. Today, what became known as the Pay Wagon murders remains unsolved. Joseph Zahner rests today in Summit Hill's Grand Army of the Republic Cemetery. Hell's Kitchen Road would be obliterated around 1920 by strip mining, removing all traces of the crime scene. In the heart of downtown Summit Hill, there was an irregularly shaped piece of land, one that had been initially used by the Lehigh Coal Navigation as the staging yard for its coal cars. After this practice had ended in 1854, the land sat mostly unused for the next several decades. Finally, by 1912, the local Connor Post No. 177 of Civil War veterans erected a flagpole and flag on the site. This gave town leaders a brainstorm. They petitioned Lehigh Coal Navigation President Edwin Ludlow to purchase the property for a park. Ludlow agreed with the idea and leased the land to Summit Hill Borough for $1 a year, on the condition it be used specifically as a park. On the 4th of July 1914, the park was dedicated before a crowd of 5,000 people with the unveiling of a Civil War monument, although of the monument's 3 sections, only its base and bronze soldier were available for the dedication. Today, what is now known as Ludlow Park remains a crown jewel of the community. As the early 20th century went on, many different businesses took root in Summit Hill. With the switchback railway's popularity, hotels were quite common in town. Perhaps the most prominent one was the Eagle Hotel, which was built in 1850 by Abram Harris at the corner of Front and Market Streets. For much of its existence, it was a major gathering place for Summit Hill residents, hosting dances, movies, roller skating, and boxing matches, as well as the annual Mule Drivers Ball. The Eagle Hotel would eventually be torn down in 1920 and was replaced on site by the Mauch-Chunk Silk Company after the hotel burned down. Other hotels in Summit Hill include the Switchback Inn and the Summit Inn, the top floor of which was used as a factory in the building's later years. Bottling would also be a noble industry for Summit Hill, with Lacella's, which handled Allentown's Dowfer's beer, O'Donnell's, and Zerby's all being noble bottling operations. The head of Zerby's would also, in 1902, build the Mansion House on Ludlow Street, which was one of the most elaborate buildings in town upon its completion. It is still in use today as a restaurant.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Watch PTN on WYLN.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35. Like and follow WYLN News on Facebook for the WYLN News Midday Update. When it's serious, there's only one health network with seriously innovative health institutes. Lehigh Valley Health Network, your health deserves a partner. Hey, did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network. There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 for more information. Attention WYLN viewers, WYLN TV can now be seen on the Hazleton Service Electric Cablevision HD tier, channel 507, and over the air at 35.1. WYLN, we're your local network.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another segment of Trooper Talk Tuesday. I'm Trooper Anthony Petrowski, Trooper and Public Information Officer. Today I'm talking to you about catalytic converters, why they're stolen and what you could do to prevent them. The reason why they're stolen is because there's three metals inside: rhodium, palladium, and platinum. And these are very valuable. What they do is these criminals, they will actually go underneath their vehicle, they will cut this part out, and then they will go and they will scrap it, they will sell the metals for money. How you can prevent this is installing cameras, having cameras on your property where your vehicle sits. This may not necessarily stop somebody, but it will give us law enforcement a good lead to go off of. Also, if your property is posted that there are video surveillance cameras on the premises, it may deter criminals from coming to your area. Motion sensor lights work great. This way, if somebody steps onto your property, the lights automatically turn on, giving the criminal the thought that somebody saw you and turned the lights on. So again, these simple things can prevent your catalytic converter on your vehicle from being stolen. If you see any kind of suspicious activity, somebody in your neighborhood, somebody at your neighbor's driveway, and you see them crawling under the vehicle, you see them messing around with their cars, please call 911 so us, law enforcement, can come and investigate. I hope this helped you out. We'll see you next time on Trooper Talk Tuesday.
You're watching WYLN TV 35.